So yeah. But now, there's apparently something else going on. Are you excited? I have not looked into this at all yet. What do you mean delay? Delay, no delay. Guys, it doesn't matter, doesn't matter. It should be fine, should be fine. Wait, my heart rate is not even on anymore. Suck. Alright. Can I a little bit bigger? Sure. Here we go. Duping in CS2, the full story. And before we get into this, I want to... Nee, I'm not even going to say it. We go straight in.
People are currently making millions by duping in CS2, and it is still happening even in 2025. Now this video is going to be explaining everything, from how it was done back in CSGO, to the most famous mass-produced dupe skins that we have so far, and to what...
Okay, why the hell did I explain everything, even though he goes into it now as well? Scheiße.
recently emerged with a Russian YouTuber 7 months ago. We're going to be diving even deeper...
Guys, why are you saying cam delay? I'm gonna cry. Wait, he basically says what I'm saying. Scheiße. Now, test. Just refresh. Is it bad? I don't get it. Mods, is the cam delayed? Test. It's fixed now. No delay. Just refresh. I think it should be fine. Alright, let's go. If slightly, it's okay. Here we go.
Deeper than anyone's ever dug before into this rabbit hole of exactly how they are doing the duping, how they're cashing out their profits, and all the potential shady buyers. Let's jump straight into it. This is duping in CS2, the full story. Now back in the early days of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, a small group together made millions duping high-tier CSGO items through Steam support. Now in particular, Russian Steam support. Basically, they would trade their high-tier items to their friend and message Russian Steam...
Scheiße, why did I explain? I thought it was all about the new... duping.
support saying, hey, I got scammed, and Russian Steam support wouldn't check, wouldn't do anything, and would just roll back the item of the alleged victim. They wouldn't ban the potential scammer, so in essence, the friend had the items and the original person got the items back. Now this happened with so many high tier items, Dragon Laws, Howls, Factory New Crimson Webs, even some #1 floats got duped, like the world's lowest float Karambit Knight. Now, as dupe skins share the same history...
It's crazy how all of this went under the radar, no? How late it got discovered. Chat. Because I think back in the day... Yeah, of course, back in the day you didn't have things like CS Float. You didn't have things like CSGO Exchange yet. You had CSGO Zone. Those sites all came a little bit later, those databases. Back in the day, you couldn't even check the float of a skin. In-game, it didn't tell you. You had to look inside of the game code to see like what float your skin has. People didn't even know about floats up until... kinda like a little bit later. This was all very, very early, all of this duping. We're talking 2014, 2015, if I'm not mistaken. And what I'm worried about with those things, chat, and which is as well why we are reacting to this as fast as possible, if these things go unnoticed, they just keep duping. And if you dupe skins, the CS skins market is supply and demand. The supply keeps going up for no reason because Steam support just gives out fucking free items. Hey, I'm scared of another situation where all of a sudden we have 100 duped Howls, 100 duped Dragon Laws, and so on.
Pretty much this #1
This can't be happening in 2025.
Will never be picked up by a collector, as if they hold it for a year or 2 years, while the other duped one keeps getting traded, bought, sold, it won't say that they're the actual #1. They'll be lost in the past owner history, so it's not a desired item. Now, of course, they duped all types of regular high-tier liquids like basic float, Factory New Howls, Factory New D-Laws, but there's a few hidden gems that got absolutely, well, fucked. There's a 4x Titan Hollow Souvenir Factory New Dragon Lore. This is all the golden stickers scraped and then 4x Titan Hollows applied. 26 times it got duplicated. A 00 float StatTrak M4 Howl Factory New. 00 float on M4 Howls are so rare because as soon as it got taken out the case, you couldn't trade up to it. So the only ones that existed were the ones that got unboxed at the time. Not including dupes, there's only 8 00...
The classic, the 009 Howl, dupe to Deluxe, dupe to Doom, and the 2x Titan Hollow .059 StatTrak Factory New Howl as well. Those are the two Howls. When you see it, when you're into skins, you know, stay a little bit away or don't pay the price that this item would have if it wasn't duped. You know what I mean? They're duped to the max. 26 of them.
For StatTrak M4 Howls. With dupes included, there's 34. There's also 18 duplicates of a StatTrak M4 HAL with 2x Titan hollows on their body. Regardless, around 2017, Valve actually announced to the public they would never roll back a scammed item, and that pretty much sums up the duping law of CSGO. Now we're going to look at duping in CS2 now. We're going to first look at the Russian duping case from 6 months ago, and the sticker duping I've been looking into that's happening still to this day, and potentially looking at some dodgy buyers cashing out these dupers. So 8 months ago, pretty much a Russian YouTuber made a video explaining how one of his viewers had his item duped on the Steam market multiple times. One of his examples given was he listed this AK I Buy Power on the market and it was instantly bought. But a day later, both himself, which is the seller, and the buyer were both trade banned. After talking to Steam support, the transaction was actually reversed, the seller getting back his original AK and he lost the pending Steam balance, and the buyer kept his trade ban. Now this seems normal, but he goes on to explain later in the week he saw that the AK on CS Float, the exact one he owns currently in his inventory, it says a different inventory hazard. And when he clicks on it, just like that, there are 2 versions now according to CS Float. Anyway, onto the biggest and current new method.
And that account...
There are 2 versions now according to CS Float.
This user has not yet set up the Steam community. This is like... Immediately you know, like, this is something going on right now. Because you don't see this, like, with like, normal people or whatever, you know? And or people who have an account for a long... Like, day 0 bot account, something... Yeah.
Anyway, onto the biggest and current new method of duping for 2025 in CS2. This is sticker duping and selling the crafts that you apply the stickers. Now you may...
Shut up. And I'm really scared because... Let's just go into it.
Be wondering why stickers, not op Dragon laws, and the pros, you can't track a sticker. There is no pattern ID, there is no float, and when you apply that sticker, it disappears. The cons, nothing. Now there are so many of these duper accounts out there, but I'm going to be showing you just the ones that I can connect, and
what the hell?
think are genuinely the smartest ones out there. Now these dupers have fresh, unset up Steam accounts with generated ass names, and they go through the whole process that I explained earlier of duping with the credit card fraud, and instead of putting in storage units,
what the hell?
Earlier, of duping with the credit card fraud, and instead of putting...
Look at this. There's somewhere in this world a guy duping stickers, making crafts like these, and then sells them on a marketplace. Boys. This to me is like watching a Vice documentary. We're gonna investigate after this a little bit ourselves.
In storage units, once
trading... This is scary. Look at this. These stickers are super rare. Crown foil costs how much? $800? $500 each? They dupe them... If it's like a Minecraft dupe, sometimes you see I crashed a Minecraft pay-to-win server. I crashed the CS2 economy. Zack. Duping, it's exponential as well, depending on how this works, right? Bruder. You dupe a couple of Iber Power Holos, there's only like 30, 20 tradable Iber Power Holos. You dupe 20 of them, you just doubled the fucking supply.
Into a different account, they're mass applying them to common crafts. For example, we have this one. It's an unset up Steam account and we can't just click inventory. As when you look at my profile, you can click inventory and go in. But we can backwards engineer ourselves back into his inventory and see his items. He's using the popular AK skin, the AK Slate, and doing the same craft, all custom placement and just minutely different. And because they're all so unique, he can charge 80%, 90% sticker value and keep majority of the duped value. If he was to do a regular 4x...
But why would he do it with these cheap ass stickers? How much are these each? And chat, here we go. This, like... My explanation to why they do it with those is because this flies under the radar. Crafts like this exist by normal people. Crafts like this exists hundreds of times. This goes under the radar if it sells on the marketplace. If all of a sudden you see one singular M4 Howl with 4x Iber Power Holos, you know that it's a new craft. Everyone knows like what exists when it comes to Cat 14 and so on. They're doing it low-key, en masse.
Default placement, that would probably sell for 25%, and all his hard work of trying to...
But the thing that I'm worried about, chat, they have been doing it low-key under the radar to not get caught. But now they got caught. And what I'm thinking right now, if I was the criminal, if I had this tool to dupe skins, now there's no boundaries. This is about to end anyways. Now what you have to do is dupe Cato 14s, dupe all the expensive stickers, crown foils, on as well common crafts maybe, and then split them onto many different accounts, hoping that Valve can't find a couple of them. And if that's what they're doing, then we may be in trouble.
Dupe this, and all the illegal stuff he's been doing is just gonna, for 25% of the value, is not worth it. Now you're probably saying, you know, this is only a couple of thousand, but this is only just the start. This exact Steam account, all his main items have been sold. He applied over $40,000 cash on some of the dumbest crafts I've ever seen, but he sold each and every single one.
Alright, but one thing I have to say, like, how is this low key?
$1,000
Like, bro, what the hell is that type of craft? Like, bro,
cash.
you want to go low key? Why are you not doing 4x crown foil? Like, bro, if I see this, my radar is like going into sus mode. What is this craft?
On some of the dumbest crafts I've ever seen, but he sold each and every single one. He's already cashed out on just this account. Let me show you. Now, shout out Morocco on Twitter. He did all these screenshots, but as we can see, he does more.
Yeah, look. Twitter Andy immediately.
Let me show you. Now,
what the fuck are those new crafts? Bro.
Shout out Morocco on Twitter. He did all these screenshots, but as we can see, he does multiple of the same crafts, and all of the stickers are slightly moved.
What?
So it's multiple. It's so weird, so bizarre, and look, there are so many of them.
4x Alba Power I saw, DreamHack, those are like 100 each. LGB, Non-Holo, Virtus Pro, Cat 15.
Hundreds of these crafts. Flammables are $100 cash. Crowns are $500, and they're all so repetitive. Now, when we actually look into the crafts through CS Flow, we can see he crafted each and every single one of these things. Flammables.
Hey! Bro! Hey! Leave Kados and Luminosities alone, alright? Yo, what is this? Why this one, bro? Oh my god.
Flammables are $100 cash. Crowns are $500, and they're all so repetitive. Now, when we actually look into the crafts through CS Flow, we can see he crafted each and every single one of these, the grey profile. HRW.
Bro.
But when we look at this one, not only is he duping the stickers, he's duping the gun itself. He sells it to this Chinese guy, and in the process of it happening, he re-gets the item. Similar to this Russian video, the item be coming back. Even though CS Float doesn't say this is duped.
Oh my god, Chad. I don't want to be this guy, but... Should I say it? Yeah. This guy is stupid, no? The way this guy approaches it, I swear I would have maxed out way more than him. If I was a criminal, and I had a dupe, the way he approaches this is not smart. The way he approaches this is not smart. He's doing crafts that immediately Twitter Andies think, whoa, what is this craft? He lists them on marketplaces where people know immediately. Put all budget together and buy something like, I don't know, capsules as well. Maybe cases. Cases! Oh my god. Guys, you copy-paste a couple of cobblestone souvenir packages or whatever. Breakout cases, you start small until you can afford the more expensive ones. Nobody will ever think that cases are duped or whatever. And you have buy orders on Steam. For sticker crafts, you can't sell them on Steam. On Steam, stuff goes under the radar, right? And you can still get that money out somehow. You can just buy liquids, send them to another account, you're done, right? You can wash that money on Steam somehow. Cases, literally, OP. And stickers, just fill up buy orders. Why is he not selling the sticker directly? Why does he slam it as the most sus craft onto an inheritance? He showed that he can dupe guns and stickers. For sure, cases as well. He can dupe anything, 100%.
They don't do that for new dupes. They only add the red text for very old duplications in CSGO. We can see, because of this item history is long enough, this AK sells to the pig guy, whereas this one sells to the green guy.
Or, because you also have to question yourselves, if one guy knows about this and abuses this is one person, right? This is one individual. There's this one duper who crafts the weirdest 5x crafts in not really a low-key fashion, but is he the only one? What if this method is out there, what if there's 30 more dupers and the 30 of them are smart and it's just this bad egg who's fucking all of them over by making this like, aware of.
But the pig guy refreshes his item most likely either on unknown trades, so it's not through a CS Float extension, or on the Steam market, back out, or into a storage unit, back out, and it updates. So the stickers are duped to them apply on the gun, and then he's duping the gun itself. Now remember, that's just one Steam account that I found. There are so many of these that look exactly the same. Look at this one and pay attention to its hours in CS2. 0 hours, but it has over 100...
By the way, one thing I want to say, with the profile pictures, with the text, don't make any assumptions thinking like, oh, this is a Chinese guy or whatever. No. We had as well the Russian guys. We knew it was Russians abusing, hacking the most expensive inventory of the world. They also had accounts that looked like this, trying to put people on a wrong path or something. But then it was made known that at least those guys abusing Steam support, they had connections to Russian people on the Steam support, bought information, and those were also, this doesn't mean anything like Chinese profile picture or anything.
And pay attention to its hours in CS2. 0 hours, but it has over 100 crafts with the same formula we saw earlier on the slate.
Oh, nah.
Now remember, to craft in-game, even being on your inventory, that loads hours being in CS2. So did this account even craft it, or has the stickers already been duped, applied, and sent to this account to be sold to other people? Now he crafted all 7 of these 5x iBuyPower custom placement, all by this guy.
Guys, and the worrying thing is, you also see that they have a budget, right? These iBuyPowers to start with are $100 each. If they needed one of them, sure. Crown foil, we also saw that they were able to dupe. That's $500 each. They had the money to buy that thing in the first place to dupe it. Then they duped a bunch, now they're sitting on money. What stops them from duping a Titan holder, from duping an iBuyPower holder? They only need to buy one. Is the random guy at Steam maybe making the dupe possible in the first place? Is a bell gonna ring like, oh, this blue sticker, wasn't it worth a bit? I don't know. Or is it full insiders that make it possible? Bruder. This is sus.
Ones that are currently on sale, he actually sold. As you can see, both these ones are from him originally, and the bottom one is from the original HRW account. Same thing. All of these 5x custom placement, they're all slightly different, all crafted by this guy, and the few which have been sold or ended up in someone else's inventory, the HRW grey inventory guy or the blue guy crafted. Now this is where things get interesting. It's no surprise over the time of Counter-Strike we've had large cases of traders cashing out scammers, whether they were aware or unaware or they accepted it because they usually get large profit margins, who knows. But there's one individual that I've been looking into who I believe is doing something fishy with these dupers. Now again, it's all speculation, so please take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But this is Rua. Well,
Rua! I've heard of Rua.
To be exact, these are both Rua. A rich Chinese person who's best known for crafting and hitting in a trade up the #1 flow AK Wild Lotus on Arrow Stream.
Wait!
Now,
I talked with Rua. I was there in the stream, who remembers? I talked with Rua. It was a Chinese boy, had a friend, I remember, chat. I'll call Rua after this video. Does somebody have the link to this? I swear I was there.
Recently, in the last 6 months, he spent over $20,000 doing the most bizarre custom placement crafts and sells all of them on CS Float for around 90% sticker value, which is strange. Why is he selling them? Now, you might be saying, but Flary, if he can attempt an expensive trade up, he can do other rich dumb stuff. But here's the
Is this the one? Guys, please. When we're looking into a serious topic. Thank you, bro. Alright. Yo, no. Didn't even let it happen. Yo, does somebody have the link or no? You know what? I'm a man of my own. Fire Serpent #1 trade up. Ruhe. Scheiße. Nee, I'm a man of my own. Arrow. Hey, I thought it was an Arrow channel. Thank you, Zali.
Okay.
Chat, if you don't know, 10% chance for #1 Wild Lotus, 5% for Wild Lotus, 5% for Eye of Horus.
Shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, I
Are
remember
we doing
those.
it?
Guys. Yeah. Why not?
Are you recording?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you very much. I forgot.
Oh my god! This guy!
Oh.
What are we
Can
doing?
time on. No.
If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Like someone starts the countdown and everyone can.
Alright, I'll start
Oh
it.
my god.
5. #1 Wild Lotus. #1 Wild Lotus.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Go for the barrel. Barrel.
Please, bro.
Barrel.
Please.
Come on, man.
Show him the AK. Show him the AK. Okay.
Am I still?
Oh my god!
No!
Oh my god!
Interesting. Okay. Damn, bro.
Catch. So remember the 2 accounts that I showed you? The first one was his
But where
main...
was I? I swear I talked with Rua. I'm a tripping. I've talked to Rua too. Actually, I didn't. That just intimidated. That just makes me a suspect. I don't know Rua. Bing.
original first Steam account. It's
Why am I trying to intimidate myself? What the fuck?
same account which crafted the #1 AK Wild Lotus, and as we check on CSGO Exchange, it had all his play skins and it had an M9 Emerald as well. But at the exact same time, the second account only had around 7,000 on it, which was holding a bunch of investments from Mirage, Dust 2 collection. The first red flag was, why drop your entire main account? It has all the history of the trade up you've done in the database, all your achievements in games, just to play it on your second account and trade all the skins there. Now here's where things get actually fishy. When we look through his old main account, the last bits of his inventory, he actually owns a bunch of these duped 5x sticker crafts. The same MO, the same style, the same weapons, the same stickers. And when we check his inventory history through CS Float, we can actually see the exact same pattern. From this bot account, to this bot account, to this Chinese account, then to him. And when we do check these inventories, random generated name, the Steam profile isn't even set up, the inventory has nothing in it anymore, and it's been cashed out. And ever since this happened, on the new account he's been playing on, he's been going through these sessions of just dropping 15,000, 20,000, applying all these stickers. Now here is my theory. This guy's connected somehow to the duper or cashes out the stickers. Somehow, or it's a friend of a friend. And he's mass applying these crafts and reselling them at 90% sticker price on CS Float. Now because every craft he does is a 1 out of 1. It's all custom placement, it's all 5x. They are so unique. They can...
Chat. It could be what he's saying right now. The guy who's actually has access to the dupe. Dupes. But he's not just duping anything, he's duping stickers, which are harder to track. I remember, or look at it, in a database like CS Float, you still can't look up stickers. At one point, they weren't, you couldn't sell a sticker itself on the site as well because they have a different way of being tracked. It's not easy to set up. It's a different type of item. A skin like this, it's easy to track. It has a float, it has an item ID, a sticker doesn't. And if this guy who has the dupe, he just needs some people that buy the stickers off him, and then this guy goes ahead and cashes it out. Of course, Rua may be buying those things at a highly discounted price, right? The hacker just wants a quick way to cash those stickers out without intimidating his account so much, you know? Rua, it's a known name as well. Oh yeah, Rua, I've heard of him. He crafted the #1 Wild Lotus. He just made a craft? Oh yeah, that's cool, you know? Also kind of flows more under the radar if he makes a weird craft.
Is a 1 out of 1. It's all custom placement, it's all 5x. They are so unique. They can all retain a very high sticker percentage. So we can sell each craft for around 90% sticker value. Now again, please take this last part with a pinch of salt. I don't want to accuse anyone, but something incredibly sus is still happening. There are so many of these bot accounts operating. Even this one is still operating last week. All these crafts, they're all 5x, they're all unique, customly placed. All desired stickers from every single major. the hollows, foils, papers, and it's got the same MO of all these bot accounts. They're applying it to play skins on the AK Slate, on the M4 Black Lotus, on the Deagle Trigger Discipline, on the Op Chromatic Aberration. All of them trying to retain the highest sticker percentage so when they resell these dupe stickers,
2 weeks ago,
they can get the highest percentage. And even this account right now is still operating freshly item last week. Now remember, at the end of the day, it's all speculation. This isn't meant to scare anyone. This isn't gonna...
This ain't speculation! You just told that people are duping in 2025! Bro, what? Like, the nuke has been launched. This isn't about... This is just speculation. This is... Please don't be scared. Bro, this is bad! This is bad! This is bad! Because this is only what now comes to light after we don't even know how long they have been doing this for. For sure, there's way more that has been duped, I would assume, and not being cashed out in such a stupid way. There's a part 2.
But it's always best to put it out there for you boys and the public to see. But lads, if you did enjoy this video and do enjoy skin-related content, subscribe.
Where? You can't tease part 2 like this. Part 2 vet out soon. Oh my god. Hey, leave Larry some love. Yeah, now I'm gonna check myself, bro, because this is like, what the fuck is even happening? Watch the full bar video. Hearts in the chat, chat. Hearts in the chat. Leave a sub, leave a sub.